2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls winning their last game against the Sacramento Kings. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Reggie Jackson out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Smitty, we're going to watch some exceptional forward play tonight. Makes me think of some of the great front courts in the history of this terrific league.
Yeah, you had Bird, Parrish, Kevin McHale, Duncan, Robinson, Kareem, and Worthy. I also throw in Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley. They were a tough matchup. When you have two guys that play the 4 or 5 and play well off each other, they could be a nightmare.
That time, that part of the league, they were terrific.
So true.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
Dunn passes to Carter. Bulls moving the ball around. Allen inside. Johnson's there. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Allen with it. He had 40 points in the win against Sacramento. 6 to shoot. Here's Levine. Sweet little floater.
The prototype of the new guard. Long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Griffin. They double-team Griffin. Got a piece of it.
Marketing with the nice block shot. His size has been a factor in this game.
Levine kicks to Dunn. Back to Levine. Allen right side. Over Johnson. Again, Chicago.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Griffin finds Drummond. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Drummond. Over Carter. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Passes it to Markkanen. Now here's Allen. Back to Markkanen. Open jump shot off the mark.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself. And that can't happen. Listen, the wide open chip shot.
Allen outside. Now the pass to Markkanen. Johnson against Allen. Down low and stolen by Drummond. Johnson against Allen. And Drummond throws it down.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Allen kicks to Dunn. Back to Allen. Over Jackson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Pistons have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Griffin. Allen with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Markkanen. Griffin with some nice D.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Right side Jackson. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Parker's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Drummond. 29 points for him last game against Memphis.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Count that one. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Griffin dishes to Jackson. Outside Bogdanovich. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Goes back up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
In the past, Detroit put Andre Drummond in the middle, surrounded him with shooters. With Griffin in the fold, more of a classic front court pairing for the Pistons.
Chicago trailing here. Dunn passes to Carter. Parker outside. Kicks it to Dunn. Outside Levine. Johnson against Allen. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Carter. Here's Jackson. And in the game with Memphis, he did not play well. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Allen. Double by Bogdanovich. Here's Levine. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jackson looking it over. Here's Griffin. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 6 points for Blake Griffin.
The playmaking of Reggie, a work in progress, but looking good right there.
Carter, the pass to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 2. Jackson kicks to Griffin. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bogdanovich against Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
And that one, good. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
You see the acceleration of Levine on the dribble drive. That's hard to contain.
Passes it to Griffin. Jackson against Dunn. Kicks it out to Johnson. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
As always, DA, appreciate the good work. So, guys, they want to see their shooting percentage high up there immediately.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you're just hoping a few guys get hot. It means a commitment to finding good shots.
Well, we know they have shooters that can get hot. But you're right, it has to be an organized offensive scheme.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So for the Bulls, Evans comes in for Levine, and it's Moutier in for Dunn. Then for the Pistons, Morris is checked in for Johnson. Thomas comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jackson. Shoots from the elbow. That shot by Griffin, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Bulls. 3-point lead. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
And here is Dellavedova after Jabari Parker made that last three-pointer. Morris finds Griffin. Dellavedova with the bounce pass. A fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Evans. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Parker. Beyond the arc. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's Thomas with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Allen for the 3. Rebound Detroit. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
Here's Carter. The shot, no good. Good D by Thomas. The Pistons trailing. Inside. Here's Griffin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Oh, Chicago's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Evans kicks to Allen. Back to Evans. Wide open look. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Gotta appreciate the aggressiveness of Evans. Excellent at shooting as soon as he gets the pass.
Dellavedova, the pass to Griffin. Back to Dellavedova. There's a minute 34 and left to play in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. That's tipped. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Morris with the bucket.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Chicago calls timeout. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet of the game. Tremendous numbers from him, and he is more than deserving of the award.
Now here's Moutier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Marjanovic kicks to Moutier. It's Evans on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Allen for the 3, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the inside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Take a look at Drummond. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, AI.
Guys, we're lucky to get to watch 2 of the league's most outstanding rebounders on the same court here today.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Evans kicks to Marjanovic. Allen surveying the D. Griffin on the double team. 6 on the shot clock. No coverage that time. Moutier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pistons trail by 4. And there's the pass to Dellavedova. Morris outside. Over Valentine. And it's off the back rim. No good. And Chicago shooting an impressive 60% early. Allen drives in. Good on the shot. Allen's got 6 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Dellavedova kicks to Griffin. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 12.
On the attack all evening. Not sure at this point what can slow Blake Griffin down.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team.
And, you know, Greg, Chicago ends up going with a new group. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin. Bogdanovich comes in for Morris. Langston Galloway's checked in for Thomas. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The free throw drops for Jackson. We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker. Those are some of the names that stand out for me, and those are kind of the guards. But for me, now you're starting to see the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the guys at that size, Kevin Durant being able to handle the basketball. So those names are the kind of the names that stick out for me.
Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Jabari Parker is out there with Allen, and it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Parker with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Allen leading the charge. That one doesn't drop. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
And it's one of those things that can deflate your team. After all that effort, you want points.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Detroit gets called for the foul. Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Reggie Jackson. His last 10 games, 9th in shooting percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Allen against Bogdanovich. Over Allen.
Oof. Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
The Bulls leading by 6. Levine finds Allen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Galloway. Drummond working against Carter. Drummond is doubled. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Kings played superbly. He scored 40 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And Levine throws it down.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Zach LaVine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
Here's Galloway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Steve, Zach LaVine, no lack of confidence. Great range on his shot. What's the next step, you think, in the maturation of his game?
Without question, it's at the defensive end. A slender build that has the tools to be a quality defender. It's about focus and the desire to be a two-way player.
Jackson passes to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Parker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Allen against Bogdanovich. LaVine kicks to Parker. Back to LaVine. Bulls moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Allen trying to break free. That one goes. Counted. LaVine's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Galloway. Now here's Drummond. Over Carter, and there's another one for the Pistons.
That's the right play to run. Drummond with the skill and size to make that high percentage attempt.
Allen dishes to LaVine. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
Bulls making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Jackson kicks to Johnson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pistons have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the Pistons making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Allen finds LaVine. Goes back up. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got 13.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Passes to Johnson. Drummond with it. Guarded by LaVine. Drummond passes to Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
Carter, that's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. 8 points for Wendell Carter.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Drummond dishes to Griffin. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Off target from outside.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Allen passes to Parker. Here's Blakeney. Now Allen, 13 points in the game. Blakeney kicks to Carter. Outside, LaVine. Parker outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster league that's taking a life of its own.
Jackson against LaVine. Outside Jackson. The pass to Griffin. Puts it up from 15. He's off on that one. And so it's Chicago looking at a 13-point. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
There were some great Kodak moments there for sure. Hopefully, we'll see some more in this second half.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Johnson and Griffin at the power forward spots. Bogdanovich out there with Jackson. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. 15-point game. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Griffin's shot is good.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
And Chicago shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Parker kicks to Dunn. Back to Parker. Inside and stolen by Drummond. Now Detroit moving it up. There's the 3. The Pistons with a fresh 24. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And there's Levine on the assist by Parker. And that's 19 points for Zach Levine. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
In terms of drawing fouls, Griffin is one of the best we have in the NBA. Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. And Detroit with a change here, too. Morris is checked in for Bogdanovich.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Drummond in the post, defended by Carter. Johnson, a wide open look, cans it from downtown. Johnson's got 8 points. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine.
5 to shoot. Here's Allen. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. 4th, the Bulls.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Here's Drummond. Chicago grabs the miss.
And on some plays, everything goes your way, except for the finish.
Allen passes to Carter. Here's Dunn. Again, Chicago.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jackson finds Morris. Drummond up top, defended by Carter. Thomas gets a wide open look, buries it from 3-point range. Thomas got 8 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And stolen by Drummond. And here is Morris. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. To the inside, it's tipped. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Griffin.
You know, it's not just the power of Griffin, it's the skill set. Reliable inside.
It's Allen with the drive, and slam dunk by Allen.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Morris kicks to Griffin. Out to Morris, the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Allen with it. He's got 19. Now here's Thomas. In the corner, it's Morris. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And it's blocked. Allen kicks to Levine, pulls up, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Levine's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Griffin. Floats one. Banked in off the glass. Griffin's got 23 points. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's Allen. Markkanen in the corner. Dunn dishes to Allen. No good with the triple. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Morris inside. Guarded by Levine. Done against Jackson. Outside Griffin. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2. From deep three-point range, count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Dellavedova. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very... And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder, they're cutting harder.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Chicago right now, Parker and Markkanen in the undersized front court. Then there's Tyreek Evans. Then there's Allen. And it's Blakeney in at the shooting guard. Allen for 3. He can't hit that time. And Detroit the other way now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now we know Stanley Johnson was a 4-time state champion in high school in California, 3 gold medals with the U.S. youth teams, Pac-12 freshman of the year. I mean, he did it all. A lot of winning in his background.
You know, he plays the game with ultra confidence. He's fearless. Doesn't care who you are. He's coming head on.
To the paint. Here's Allen. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 21 points for Allen.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Chicago leading by 11. There's the dish to Dunn. Back to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. A different look here for Detroit. Drummond comes in for Bogdanovich. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Langston Galloway. Jackson passes to Johnson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Yep, that one goes in there.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Dunn kicks to Carter. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pass to Griffin. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
I mean, when Blake is coming at you full speed, you have two choices: let him go or foul him.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
Dunn passes to Carter. And it's Dunn penetrating. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his third assist on the night. Pistons trail by 14. Dellavedova finds Griffin. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Allen dishes to Parker. Down low. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Confident scoring effort by Drummond tonight. Feels like he has everything working to his advantage.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Dunn looking over the floor, and Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Dunn outside. And good that time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Down by 12. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Well, Steve, at the same time that the rest of the NBA seems to be going small, the Pistons are building their fortunes around two traditional big men like Drummond and Blake Griffin. Do you like that direction?
Yeah, I do. Andre Drummond, he has tremendous mobility for his size. And Blake Griffin, he's highly skilled. I think it's about the pieces you put around them, guys that can shoot and guys that can play without the basketball in their hands.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Johnson. The shot from the low post is good.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Chicago leading by 10. Dunn kicks to Allen. Shoots a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Allen's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
The 9th overall pick in 2012, Drummond qualifies as an absolute steal at that spot.
Passes it to Allen. Feeds it to Parker. Dunn outside. And it's Parker in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Levine kicks to Allen. Back to Levine. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pistons trail by 12. Outside Jackson. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. wing, Jackson. Dunn covering. And stolen by Dunn. To the middle. Markkanen passes to Allen. Back to Markkanen. It's Allen, top of the key. Carter dishes to Allen. 4 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Dunn. No good on the 3. Pistons trail by 12. To the middle. And Drummond throws it down.
As good as Drummond is, he still has much more room to grow, especially as a scorer.
Dunn kicks to Allen. Dunn passes to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Allen outside. Dunn against Jackson. Back to Markkanen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 7th assist in the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And Detroit with another turnover here. Detroit making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Bulls leading by 13. Now Allen. He kicks to Markkanen. Back to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And the pass to Drummond. Over Carter. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Carter's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Allen. To the wing right side. Here's Markkanen. And that one hits back iron.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Inside, Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And it's gotten to this point, Drummond finishing with authority on a consistent basis.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Allen kicks to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Carter on the wing. Markkanen passes to Levine. Allen in the post. Johnson's there. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 33 points.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Pass to Griffin. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Johnson finds Griffin. Inside, here's Jackson. That's tipped, and he gets it back. He gets that one. So it's Chicago now. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Allen. Good on the bucket. Allen's got 35.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Passes to Griffin. A jump hook, and it's good off the back rim and in. Griffin's got 34.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Johnson against Allen. Griffin with the steal. Johnson right side. Morris outside. From outside off the mark. Chicago leading by 13. Nobody near Allen. His three-pointers off the mark.
I don't know what's happened to him in this second half, but he's been terrible from deep.
Knocked loose. Morris outside, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Count that one.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
The Bulls shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Carter with the bucket.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. Kicks to Griffin. The turnaround, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Griffin's got 36. Allen against Johnson. Allen dishes to Markkanen. Back to Allen, and Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Detroit. Down low. That's good from Allen on the assist by Levine. Levine's got his 5th assist in this one.
Creating a size mismatch in close. That's the kind of thing you're working for.
It's deflected. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
And he's good on the second. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, first of all, there's been a lot of times on making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with offense first, and you can end with defense. And so that's where the intensity starts to pick up. And then last, it usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think that obviously a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work, and that's probably shooting.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Well, Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Allen.
When we look back and we think about key takeaways from tonight's game, his leadership really stands out, controlling the pace, keeping everyone involved, and he made this offense sing.
Here's Jackson. But they recover it.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Dunn kicks to Allen. A three-pointer is right on target. Allen's got 44.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.